You guys, and man, we got us a queen in the building, and so we got our first guest.
Yes.
And she's nothing short of amazing.
Royalty
I'm gonna let
in the
wifey.
building.
It's some black girl
Girl
magic.
power.
So I'm gonna step off to the
Girl
side and let
power.
wifey introduce her.
Yes, you all. I'm so excited. I am super excited. And thank you to my friend Warren, always looking out and sending us the most amazing spotlights, family
One time
members.
for Warren.
Yes. But this young lady made history, y'all, by becoming the first South Asian, Muslim, and Pakistani woman to win the title of Miss DC for America 22. Y'all put your hands together and welcome BISMAH AHMED.
Y'all gotta give it all the way up for that.
Yes.
I love it.
Thank you.
Yes,
so-
you made history, girl.
You made
Yes.
history. So how does it feel?
It feels so great because, DC is so diverse. It's one of the
Yes.
most diverse cities in the nation, right?
is.
So it feels so good to represent. And the support and love that I get from that, it's priceless. It really is.
So, I
Wow,
love it. I
wow.
love
You've
it.
got to tell us. Let's get right to it. Tell us about your journey. Tell us about, BISMAH as a child and how did we get to who you are now, wearing that crown.
Take us back.
Absolutely. So I grew up in Richmond, Virginia, and then
Shout out to 804.
Yes, 804. Yep, went to VCU. Go Rams.
Yes.
And I grew up. My dad had a lot of alcohol and substance abuse issues, so we were dealing with that, and that's why it's such a big platform of mine as Miss CC, mental illness, just substance abuse, all of that, those big issues I feel like are so important, especially as we're coming out of COVID, it's really crazy. But, I went 7 years ago. I came to DC, and I'm a lobbyist. So so I advocate for housing affordability, especially in DC, Northern Virginia, Maryland. We need that.
Yes, we
need
do.
that.
we do.
Yes, we do.
Housing is so expensive.
Yes.
So it's one of my big priorities as well. So
Wow. And so you winning the Miss DC for America 22, that's going to allow you to move on to compete for what?
So I actually competed in Miss for America in August.
Oh, so you already did that. Okay.
Yes,
So
I did. And I made top 15, so I'm really, really excited about that.
Yeah, that's great.
What's that
Yeah.
experience like, though? Like, what is that? Take us on a quick kind of tour in your life as you're preparing for something like that, and what is that like?
Absolutely. So, it is absolutely surreal. It's something that I will probably never experience again, but it's a week and a half in Vegas with 50 other women from different states who are advocating for, their passions, what they're passionate about. And it's so empowering to meet women who are really trying to change the world in different ways. And you meet lawyers, you meet people who have their own nonprofit, doctors, just women who are doing incredible things for the community. And so, you go on stage, do your thing, but you make lifelong friendships. So I think that's the biggest thing for me.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So let's talk about like what do you have? What's next? Where do you go from here? Like, this is an amazing accomplishment for you. Does your journey take you next?
Absolutely. So one of the big things that I wanted to do with my platform and my reign was to start something that is gonna last. So I started the Color Collective Gala, which we did in August, and we raised thousands of dollars for Afghan refugees in the community who are trying to assimilate after the war. They're trying to get housing. Even I get questions from refugees just by Googling me, how do I get permanent housing from temporary housing just from coming to the States, and so I think that's one of my big priorities. I'm trying to turn the Color Collective into a nonprofit and do it every year and give back to the community. So
I love
I love how your heart is with the community.
yeah, absolutely.
Bae, you have any questions, baby?
I don't actually. I'm concerned about like when you first got involved with this whole situation. What inspired you to even want to do it? Like, what made you say, I want to be Miss District of Columbia?
It's so funny. I was getting out of session, which we have in January and February. That's where all the bills get made in Richmond for Virginia. And one of my friends actually sent me an Instagram post about it, and they were like, "Oh, you should do it. You should do it." And I was like, "You know what? Maybe." And there's like a deposit that goes through with it, so it's like $600 or something. So I was like, "Okay, should I press the button? Should I not?" And then he actually pressed it for me because I
Okay.
was just like, "All right." And then when it's pressed, I'm like, "All right, we're doing this. We're doing this." So it's on.
It's on. So I
Yep.
guess what I'm wondering is, were you a pageant type, like as a younger person?
No,
were
I've
you that
never done it.
pageant little girl that you didn't do that?
Never.
Wow.
This is
'Cause normally
completely
that's how
new
it
for
looks.
me.
Like
Yeah.
you went through the pageants and you were on the circuits and doing the little pageant
Right.
things as a kid, and so that wasn't even your journey.
No, I had no idea what a pageant really even entailed.
Wow.
So I was listening to podcasts, like 2 or 3 podcasts a day, just because it's a whole different world. There's so much preparation, and I had 2 months to do that. So I was like, wow, this is game time.
Game time,
so,
girl.
And
Yeah.
you came out on top.
Yeah.
You understood the
thankfully.
assignment.
I
Yep.
got an off the
Yep.
path question. This one
Yep.
is off the path a little
Yep.
bit. You're getting ready to get in your car. You got
Uh-huh.
a 1-hour drive.
Yep.
You're in a great mood.
Mm-hmm.
What is the artist that you're going to listen to for that 1 hour and you can't change once you put them in?
Wow, that's a hard question.
You can't
But-
change it. It could be whoever. It could be a group. It could be whatever, but you have to leave them in for 1 hour. Who are you
Wow.
listening to?
You know what? I did a road trip when Lupe came out with this new album, and one of the songs really resonated with me because my grandfather passed away, and that one of his songs, Cold War, really just stuck with me, and I think I could just listen to his album for hours.
So
if we're really
Lupe.
doing that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like
Yep.
it. I like it.
That's
I
off-
wouldn't
that's
have
off the
expected
beat-
that.
yes.
Yes, that's definitely
Yep.
off the beaten path.
Yeah.
So do you
Yeah.
have any fun facts for us? Something that people would never expect from you?
You know what? Nobody ever expects I'm in politics. You know what I mean? Because it's so
Right.
it's so testy. It's so divided. I don't even like watching the news sometimes anymore, right? But it is so interesting. No, I have not met another pageant queen that is in politics. So people
Right.
always get, it's,
So that's
it's
another one
surprising.
of the pageant's
Yep.
politics.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah,
And
I
a
wouldn't
good
have
thing.
guessed that.
So I see a
Yeah.
lot of the younger people are starting to get involved in politics more so than
Absolutely.
ever now, which
Yeah.
is a beautiful situation. So hopefully you
Yeah.
guys can make a change for us and lead us in the right
trying.
direction. That's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
So tell people how to continue to follow your journey. I want you to, talk to the viewers and listeners now and let them know how they can support you in any way and follow your journey before we let you go.
Absolutely. Well, you can follow me on Instagram at BISMAHAHMED, BISMAH AHMED, and you can, hear about what I'm passionate about, what I'm doing, and I'd love to talk to you guys.
Yay.
Beautiful,
yay,
beautiful.
Yay. Well, y'all please give it up for my beautiful
put them
sister
hands
here
together.
now. The Miss DC for America 22, BISMAH AHMED. We
Yes,
love you, girl.
indeed.
Thank you so much for being a part of our Spotlight family, and we will continue to follow your journey.
Indeed.
Okay?
Thank you.
All right, y'all
Thank
ready
you
for
much.
our next guest?
Thank you.
We've got another guest coming up right after this quick commercial break, y'all. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. You good? Y'all good out
Y'all
there?
good out there?